Battleship Island, The Deserted Island by Lisa Owings. Hashima, Japan's seawalls, give it the appearance of a ship lost at sea. This look is the reason for the Battleship Island nickname. Table of Contents. Visiting the Ghosts of Hashima, page 4. A Forgotten Island, page 8. Into the Mines, page 12. Left Behind, page 18. Glossary, page 22. To learn more, page 23. Index, page 24.
Visiting the Ghosts of Hashima. Rough waves toss the ferry toward Hashima Island. Your stomach twists as the island comes into view. It looks like a battleship forgotten at sea. You take a wobbly step onto the pier as you arrive. Crumbling concrete and heaps of debris surround you. Above, hundreds of empty windows offer a dark greeting. The wind howls. Waves crash against the island's walls. You gaze up at the decaying apartment buildings. What memories are hidden behind this checkerboard of broken glass? Stormy seas. Fierce storms often sweep across Hashima. The island's concrete buildings shelter against rain and winds. Tall border walls keep out crushing waves. Paint peels from the walls. Televisions and refrigerators lie rusted and ruined. Plants crowd in wherever they can. You wonder, how long will it take for nature to claim this place? A forgotten island. Hashima is a tiny island off the southwestern coast of Japan. Its seawalls make it look like a ship sailing the East China Sea. This earned it the nickname Battleship Island. Nagasaki is the nearest Japanese city. From there, the island is less than an hour away by ferry. Yet Hashima feels like part of another world. Let the Sky Fall. In the 2012 James Bond movie Skyfall, Battleship Island is the villain's hideout. But filming on the island was too dangerous. Instead, the crew created sets to capture its chilling feel. In the late 1800s, the promise of coal brought people to Hashima. Thousands of miners moved there with their families. By the 1950s, Hashima was the most crowded place on Earth. Today, the island stands deserted. Tourists are its only visitors. How was a place once so full of life so quickly forgotten? Visiting Hashima. Tourists have been allowed on Hashima since 2009. They must keep to a short walkway. The rest of the island is unsafe. Into the mines. In the 1800s, the world was hungry for coal. This fuel powered ships, trains, and all kinds of new machines. Hashima sat atop thousands of tons of it. Hashima's first mine opened in 1887. The Mitsubishi Company bought it and sent workers there from the mainland. The miners risked their lives to dig coal from the seabed. Explore online. In 2013, Google brought Hashima to the internet. An employee captured images of the island with a high-tech camera. Now, anyone can pay Hashima a virtual visit. The island's mining business grew quickly. In time, Mitsubishi built concrete apartments so miners could live on the island. Schools, shops, and a hospital also sprouted up. Still, Hashima was a harsh place. People crowded into small apartments. Workers sweated and suffered in the hot, damp mines. Some worked themselves to death. Others jumped from the island's walls. The Ghost Island. Hashima is often called a ghost island. Hundreds of workers were sent there, never to return. Battleship Island Timeline. During World War II, Hashima's mines were in full swing. They produced more than 400,000 tons of coal a year. By 1959, the tiny island was home to 5,259 people. Miners worked, played, and raised their children there. Yet it didn't last. 15 years later, only broken pieces of their lives remained. Why was the island abandoned? Left behind. By the 1970s, coal was no longer Japan's main fuel source. Hashima's coal was almost gone. In January 1974, Mitsubishi closed the mines. The mining families left quickly. They wanted to beat the rush for new jobs on the mainland. By April, the last living soul had left the island. The people of Hashima left much of their lives behind. Dishes still wait to be cleared from tables. Toys and books gather dust. Drawers and cabinets have stood open since moving day. Battleship Island remains a place of ruins. Yet something about it asks to be remembered. What can this time capsule tell us? Glossary. Debris. Pieces of something destroyed. Decaying. Slowly breaking down through natural processes. Ferry. A boat that carries people and goods from one place to another. Mainland. The main part of a continent or landmass. Mine. An underground tunnel or pit from which coal or another mineral is taken. Miners. Workers who dig for coal and other natural resources. Pier. A structure that reaches into water and serves as a landing place. Ruins. The remains of human-made structures. Seawalls. Walls built to keep sea waves from spilling onto or destroying the land. Seabed. The ocean floor. Time capsule. Something that stores items from the past or present until they are rediscovered in the future. Tourists. People who travel to visit another place. World War II. A war fought from 1939 to 1945.